Hi, everybody. It is Celestial Radiant Center. How are you today? I am on here for Wednesday Wisdom. So, I wanted to talk a little bit today about karma. And I think sometimes karma is misunderstood because it runs the gamut. And what I mean by that is there's good karma and there's karma that's not so great. So, how do you incur good karma? By doing good deeds, okay? And they can be really small. It doesn't have to be any grand gestures. I call them random acts of kindness. Like if you do something sweet, a small or a gesture for someone, that kind of earns you good karma. And anytime you have a positive thought or think something kind or do something kind or feel something positive in the highest vibration, even infused with love, that's good karma. What people don't realize, I think, is, when there's not such good karma, that can be negative thoughts, that can be negative actions, that can be doing things to people from a point of view that's not pure, I will say, maybe out of anger or frustration or jealousy. Envy can be a big one. It can be a big motivator for people, and I think a lot of times people will rationalize that, or say it's okay to do, but it's never okay. And what happens is, I don't think people realize when you are doing these acts that are hurtful towards others, the karma that gets returned is in like 1,000-fold of karma that's coming back to you in a negative way. So it's been my experience to even witness and see that it can be fast and furious when that comes back too. So not always, sometimes it can take time to come back, but it's not something you should really seek out. I think anytime you do any act of trying to hurt someone or think something negative or do something of a hurtful nature from not a kind place, it's going to incur really, really bad karma. And, whenever someone does something, even like, let's say, against me, I don't wish them ill. I may be upset by the action or hurt, but I really don't. I make a really strong effort not to do that because I do know how the universe works. And I know that the universe is going to take care of that for that person, or the people involved, because that's just how karma works. So I don't get attached. I really try hard to just let it go and move on and just know that what they put out, they will get back. I mean, it is really true. What you put out to the universe, you will get back. So if you put out good, you're going to get back good. If you put out bad, you're going to get back bad. So it's really important to really be mindful of the actions you do. Now, can you undo bad karma? I think you can. I think that you can rectify things. You can apologize. You can take actions to undo maybe some of the things that you did to that maybe weren't so kind to the person involved or people involved or to situation. So there really is no good reason to do acts that are hurtful. Um, that being said, I mean, I know too, like, people may get caught up in doing things that are not so pure, or go to people, or, want like, wishes, let's say, or even, I mean, dare to say spells. I don't do spells. I just send light. It's really what I do. I break karma of things. When things are done, I'll do clearings. That's how I approach it. So I think it's very dangerous to get into that, because I think a lot of times what happens is, if you're doing it and you don't really know what you're doing, or even if you do, there's a darkness attached to that, I will say, and that can really start to take you over. So it's just not a good thing to do. I think it's really important to try to just focus on living your life and living it to the fullest and being as happy as you can be, and trusting the universe, I will say, because the universe will reward you. It may not be in the time you want, but it will come. So if you want something in your life, manifest it, visualize it, bring it to you, do it in a positive way. Feel optimistic that something good will come to it. Because I think it's really, really important that you really trust and have faith that love will happen. Okay, that love is everywhere, and that if you want a certain kind of romantic love in your life, it will come. If you put your hard work in and you put your intention in, it will come to you. It may not be in the time frame that you would like, but it will happen. But when you put bad intention in, it delays things. The universe doesn't reward that. They don't like that. It really is, do you want to choose the light or not? And I think throughout our lives, we often are faced with that choice. Which path are you going to take? Are you going to take the path of light or not? And there are constant tests and choices that come into your life where you can choose that. So I really do encourage people to walk the path of light and to really be the best you can be. I mean, listen, we're human. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. There are times that, our moods can get in the way. For me, if I don't get enough sleep or I don't eat right or I'm not feeling well, I can be cranky. That's like something that is very true. I think people that have been in relationships with me know that. My exes knew that pretty well. Like that's when I was be cranky. Other than that, I'm not really moody and I'm definitely not mean-spirited, but I do think that, I need my sleep. And so if I don't get it, I will be cranky. I think I've gotten a little better at that because I really have incorporated meditation into my life. And so, and yoga nidra, because yoga nidra is equivalent to a few hours of sleep. So it's a great practice to do. I know that my teacher, Rose, always talks about if you're going to do one practice, do yoga nidra. So I do encourage that. And I'll be back at some point. I hope to do yoga nidra for you guys. But again, just really focus on being the best you can be. I work hard at that every day, being the best I can be. And, and the thing is too, for me, because I'm so sensitive to energy as an empath, I feel so much, my surroundings in places, I pick up on things that other people will not pick up on unless they're an empath. So I know when some of the energy's off or funky or something's been messed with. And then I just do what I can to try to bring it to the higher vibration. But I also tend to pick up on it with people. So if I pick up, I want to be around people of light. So if I don't feel that, I will try to disengage because I don't really want to engage in that kind of energy that's not really of the highest good or with the highest intentions. So that's what I do. I will distance myself, and really, I just want to do my work. That's really what it comes down to. My joy is my work. I like coming in and seeing clients and doing my work and, offering meditations and healings and yoga. And I just like doing my work. That's really my goal, is to just be able to do what I'm meant to do my soul's mission, I will say. So I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Remember, karma, it can be good, it can be not so good. So I always say, choose the good, choose the path that's going to bring you to that highest place. And if you don't do that, try to repair, fix. It's never too late to repair. It's never too late to undo. The universe sees that too. Okay. And I will say the divine sees that too. So have a good rest of your day. I'll be back soon, and many blessings. My heart to your heart.